Buenos días a todo el mundo. I'm just messing with you. Alright, today, actually, the other day, I bought myself a pressure cooker and I tried it out, made some ribs. Excellent. I'll make a review another day on that, but it needed something to crisp up the skin and everything. So I looked online and I found this thing called the Searzall. So you can sear with fire. What grown man does not like playing with fire? Well, this one does. Anyways, so I got this Searzall and I looked online and there was only like one video to show you how to set it up. So I figured I'll show you guys how to set it up and I'll show you how it works. Because right now in my pressure cooker, there's brisket. So in about an hour, we're gonna have some brisket. So here we go. Open up the box. As you can see, you have the Searzall. And we'll take it out of the little bag. Alright. Looks well made. All stainless steel. Nice. Right, then you have a little kit here. And I read up on this already. They give you a little twig. This is the spacing from the torch and the Searzall. And then they give you a small little Allen key to tighten everything up together. So, you buy yourself a torch like this. This one here is the TS8000. This one is high heat. You can use they recommend the TS8000 and the TS4000. This one actually was on special at Home Depot here in Canada for $50, and it came with a propane, a canister, which I'm not going to use for cooking because they don't recommend using these tall things. They'll tip over easily. So I bought myself camping canister, propane. That's more stable than this. But I'm going to use this to season the Searzall because why waste my propane when I can use this to season it? So let's get to it. They say we have to loosen up this little sleeve here. Oh, I see. So we loosen it up. I guess we have to unscrew the whole thing to loosen it up. Ah, there we go. Okay. I see why they do this. So like that you don't have to adjust it every time. You only adjust the ring and then you can pull out and use your torch for other things. So take the Allen key, loosen up the little the set screw that's in the ring, because if you can see it, there's a little ring over here. Oh, push it. They say to push it in all the way, tighten, and then we're gonna loosen up. Why isn't? Oh, okay. I see. They put a little protective plastic. Very smart. They put a little protective plastic not to damage the set screw. So, as you can see, there's a set screw right there. Take the Allen key, loosen up the set screw. Then you take your TS8000, slip it in. They say you have to take the twig and use it as a spacer because you're supposed to leave 1/8 of an inch between the torch tip and the inside of the Searzall. So pretty easy to do. Push it against. Now you're supposed to set it up so it's nice and straight. Easier said than done, but we're gonna get there. All right, and I'll tighten everything back and start over. There we go. All right. So Let's tighten. All right. Perfect. Now you take out your little twig. Okay. So if you can see, there's a little gap of 1/8 of an inch. My Searzall is perfectly straight. So when I'm gonna sear my meat, it's gonna be facing down. All right. Okay, so now to season the Searzall, I'm gonna take the free canister that they gave me with my torch. And they say that you have to heat the Searzall for 2 minutes straight to give it a nice, like, patina on it. You're gonna see a... So we unlock, and they say that you have to face it down so the heat goes back into the cone, and the oxygen, from what I understand, the oxygen that's inside the cone burns out the, I guess, the residue inside, and at the same time gives it a nice coating to the screen, because if you put it like this and start it, you're gonna burn out your screen, and well, you just ruin your Searzall. So let's go ahead. Oh, by the way, you're supposed to stand 4 feet away from something. So we'll do it this way. Who doesn't like playing with fire? All right, so we should be at 2 minutes now. Whatever you do, see how it's glowing red? Don't touch that. You hear some crackling, so I guess it's normal. And it has, like I said, a nice little color to it. I don't know if you can tell. My lighting in here is not the greatest. But it should be seasoned like they said. Make sure you turn off your propane. And now perfect. So I can put this in my plumbing box. Always comes in handy. And I'm gonna attach the camping propane canister. As you can tell, these are they're a big. The diameter is bigger, and shorter, so it won't tip over. These are very tippy. You can tell. That's why they tell you not to use this. You do not want to drop this and, I don't know, grab it with your hand, and you'll be searing your hand. So you have a nice seared hand. So perfect. There you go. Nice and sturdy. I mean, you still have to be careful with it, because I mean, if you hit it, you can damage your Searzall if it hits the counter, or you can damage your counter. But whatever you do, if you ever tip it over, don't have that reflex of grabbing it. Let it fall. You're better off ruining the tip. Gonna cost you maybe it cost me $100 than burning your hand. Because believe me, I've already burned my hand with a torch, and it wasn't fun. It took a good month to get the feelings back in my fingertips. So this is how you season your Searzall. Once my brisket is done, I'll show you how I'm gonna sear the brisket, and hopefully it's gonna be good, because it's the first time I ever do a brisket. Well, I hope this helps you out. Please give it a thumbs up. I'm trying my best here. Subscribe. Please subscribe, because it helps me out. It shows me how people are interested in my channel, and the more people subscribe, the more content I can pull out. So for now, this is it. I'll probably show some clips of me searing my brisket after this, but just subscribe. And you know what? I'll make a review on the pressure cooker after maybe next week. All right? Thank you very much.
Bon.